Okay, let's unpack this. Welcome to the deep dive, where we take a stack of your sources and extract those critical nuggets of knowledge. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of automotive design. Specifically, we're focusing on what makes a car truly beautiful. Our source for this deep dive is a pretty captivating personal ranking from Abdullah Al-Hadid from the YouTube channel Auto Advisor Zilla O'Shea. He shared his top 10 most beautiful Mercedes-Benz cars.
And what's really compelling here, I think, is how subjective beauty can be. Even within a single brand like Mercedes-Benz, which has such a rich design history, Abdullah's list is purely based on design aesthetics. He explicitly states that his ranking ignores luxury, added features, technology, reliability, even road presence.
That's right. It's purely about the look, the form. So our mission today is to explore his reasoning, the specific design decisions, and maybe the breakthroughs that led these particular models to be seen as exceptionally beautiful in his personal ranking. We really want to uncover why these choices matter and what aha moments they might offer for anyone curious about the art of automotive design.
Exactly. It's not just a list. It's really a journey into design philosophy. We're looking at the form, the lines, the whole visual statement each car makes. We'll be going through his countdown from 10 down to number 1, focusing solely on that visual impact.
Okay, so kicking us off at number 10, we have the Mercedes S-Class, the W220. Now, for some people listening, this might be, well, a bit of a surprise. It came right after the W140, the one often called the Shabbat, which many see as an absolute icon.
Legend, yeah.
Exactly. And the W220, well, sometimes it's classified as one of the, let's say, less successful S-Class generations in other aspects. But purely from a design perspective, Abdullah Al-Hadid calls it the most beautiful in the S-Class lineage. What makes this one stand out?
That's a great question because it really does challenge, the common perception. What Abdullah highlights and what's fascinating is how the designer, the genius Bruno Sacco, he managed to give it more spaciousness and luxury, but crucially in a more agile and physically smaller form factor compared to the W140.
Smaller but more spacious. How did they pull that off?
Well, it's about clever design, packaging, it's sleek design, those soft flowing lines, especially the rear facade and the taillights. They were so impactful, they actually helped the W220 earn the 3rd spot for best car design of the entire 20th century.
Wow, 3rd spot for the century.
Yeah. It represented a sort of recorrection in Mercedes's thinking about efficiency and size, proving that, bigger isn't always better when it comes to visual grace and perceived luxury.
That's a powerful lesson right there, isn't it? Sometimes design brilliance is about that elegant subtraction. Speaking of bold transformations, sliding into number 9, it's the Mercedes SL, the R107. After the first 2 generations of the SL Roadster, which were more sporty, lighter.
Right, 6 cylinders, lightweight feel.
This 3rd generation, the R107, took a pretty dramatic turn. It evolved into a heavier GT car, a Grand Tourer, often with a V8 engine, automatic transmission.
And that transformation resulted in a design that was just completely different from anything Mercedes had done before, yet somehow it proved incredibly timeless. I mean, this car stayed in production for an amazing 18 years.
18 years, that's incredible longevity.
It really is, and it stayed popular right up to its last days. Key design features, that dramatically long hood, emphasizing the power underneath. And it introduced Mercedes's first ever rectangular headlights. That was quite revolutionary for them.
Right. They usually had round or maybe oval lights before them.
Exactly. And the striped lighting, the turn signals integrated into the sides of the front lights. This whole design approach set a new visual language for Mercedes. It actually influenced their designs for over 25 years.
So that R107 really carved out its own very enduring niche. And speaking of creating new categories, next up at number 8, we have the Mercedes CLS, the C219. Introduced back in 2004, this was basically the car that invented the 4-door coupe segment.
Yeah, that term didn't really exist before the CLS, and suddenly lots of other manufacturers were rushing to imitate it. Its inclusion on this list is primarily down to its utterly distinctive silhouette, particularly that flowing roofline in the rear section. It was just a design leap from what was common then.
So it really stood out from the typical sedan shape.
Oh, absolutely. While the standard model from the front had this sort of soft, almost understated elegance, the AMG version added a layer of aggression that really sharpened its appeal. But for Abdullah, the source here, it's from the B pillar. That's the bit between the front and rear doors all the way to the back. That car is considered a pure, unadulterated, artistic statement.
And it had those frameless windows, too.
Exactly. Frameless side windows and only 4 seats inside, really underscoring its unique coupe-like identity despite having 4 doors.
It sounds like it was a real masterclass in rethinking what a saloon could be.
Oh.
Okay, moving to number 7. It's another beautiful design by Bruno Sacco again. The Mercedes S-Class Coupe, the C126. This was created during a time when, let's be honest, a lot of cars, even from Mercedes, were getting quite boxy.
Very functional, yeah. Design was often secondary to engineering practicality back then, especially in saloons. But what's striking about the C126 Coupe is how it just defiantly stood out. Its design was very distinct from its saloon sibling. You picture that wide grille, almost like a bold smile, flanked by smaller, more refined front lights. Gives it this commanding yet elegant face.
And the doors?
Oh, the doors were huge. And crucially, no window frames or B-pillar. So when you rolled down the windows, you got this incredibly airy, open feeling, like a pillarless hardtop.
Abdullah had a great description for it, didn't he?
He did. He likened it to a mobile yacht. Or even more vividly, a beautiful 40-year-old lady, full-figured, wearing luxurious jewelry and smoking a cigar.
Huh. That paints quite a picture. A sense of opulence and real presence.
Absolutely. Confident.
Okay, a mobile yacht. I love that. What a visual. All right, at number 6, we find another SL. The Mercedes SL R230. Specifically, Abdullah points to the original shape released in 2001. So this is before its 2008 facelift, which changed the front lights.
Right, the pre-facelift version. And this car is just a symphony of curves and purposeful lines.